Sawadee Cup and welcome to another episode here for the Funky Pod, Mindful Media and Communication. And today we're talking about, come on Barbie, let's go party. Yeah, Barbie's Oscar snub. Well, is it? Was it? What to think about it? Let's think. So we're diving into this wonderful, you've seen Barbie, right? The wonderfully pink, undeniably plastic world of Barbie's Oscar Buzz. Okay, so before you ask, no, this is not about whether or not Ken's song deserved its nomination over Margot Robbie's performance. Because the answer clearly would be yes. There's no better song or thing ever in the history of cinema than I'm Enough. Okay? It's not about that, okay? It's about peeling back the layers of the Barbie dream house to kind of uncover why do we talk about it in the first place? Okay? So, and to do this, I want to just peel back a few layers, okay? So first up, let's talk about why Barbie, a movie about a doll, which was known for unrealistic body proportions and fabulous lifestyle, has us all in this tizzy over Oscar nominations. And yes, the movie is not just about the body image. It's because she realizes, hey, there's more to it, right? There's cellulite. You don't have to have a perfect body. It's fantastic. Feminism. Okay, cool. But it's a Barbie movie, okay? How do we even end up debating whether or not a comedy movie, a light-hearted comedy movie with a cute enough message, is getting snubbed when it has 8 Oscar nominations? Besides that, who cares about the Oscars anyways, right? But still, let's assume the Oscars matter. What? Yeah, could it be that in our quest to find meaning in everything, we've turned a children's toy into a symbol of societal struggles? The things we project onto plastic, it's fantastic. That should be part of the song too. And so if you look at a few theories, right? Like the feminist media theory, for example. Let's apply it. Right? So we could ask, is the discourse around Barbie's Oscar buzz reflecting broader gender dynamics in the media, right? So that's of course the underlying assumption. And I'm not arguing there is not, because there clearly is. What I'm arguing is Barbie the hill to die on? Is Barbie that battlefield that you want to pick? Because of course there's gender discrepancy. No one's arguing that. We all know that. And we're all hoping for equality and whatnot. But Barbie, this right now just feels like we're all just looking for a reason to revive this age-old Hollywood is sexist debate. And the problem is, it's way too easy then to counter. Because Barbie as a movie simply wasn't great. It's a nice, entertaining, too long, fun comedy skit with a nice enough message. That's about it. If there were no famous actors in it, or a famous director, no one would have cared about it. So the thing is, I think that's a reason. Okay. Yeah, even my female cats get mad about it. Thank you, Snooze, right? So it's a bit of both, right? So it's why talk about wage gaps and glass ceilings when you can debate the merits of plastic dolls in the cinematic universe? You see what I'm saying? Yes, there's inequality, and you should talk about actual inequality, not about a Barbie movie that has 8 nominations, just not the one that you wanted. So, and now probably people are going to be like, oh yeah, you're anti-feminist. No, I'm not. I'm actually saying the argument people are making is anti-feminist. Okay, so I'm all for feminism. I know that's what all the white straight guys say, so sorry, but I think that argument, throwing sexism now out in this case, is just counterproductive, because it's not. It's a bad movie. But it's a nice enough movie. It's not a great movie. Okay? Way too long movie. Way too black and white movie, by the way, as well. Like, not nuanced at all. So, it's not a great movie. It's nice enough for entertainment with a cute message, and that's all it should be. And no one's had a problem with it. And if you look at cultural studies, right? It's not just about like who got snubbed in this case, right? It's about like what Barbie represents in like the grand tapestry of pop culture, if you will. Like it's like the beacon of like capitalist success, if you will. Is it a feminist icon? Is it a symbol of everything that's wrong with society's expectations of women? Or just a really fun movie that made us all want to wear pink again? You decide. And the thing is, if it's the latter, there's no problem with it. It's actually pretty cool, because it's nice to just have fun for 2 hours and to not think about capitalism, sexism, and to just have fun. But apparently we can't have that, because everything needs to be dissected. And that's why I'm doing podcasts like this, dissecting messaging. And if you look at the politics of recognition, right? One of my favorites now. Let me collect my thoughts. Okay, so if we dive into this political economy of the media, okay, let's consider why Barbie's box office success and cultural impact might not translate into Oscar gold. Perhaps it's less about sexism and more about the politics of recognition in an industry where like awards often reflect economic interest as much as artist merit. Because if there's one thing Hollywood loves more than a good story, it's a good story that makes money. Now you can argue, yeah, but there's no bigger box office success than Barbie, which I assume is true. I don't know. I read it 1,000 times, so it must be true because it's in the internet. Right. I agree. But now I would counter-argue, like countering my point that I just made, I would argue, does box office success equal quality? Is Taylor Swift the best singer in the world, for example? Right? So, what I'm saying is, first of all, the Oscars should not have any sway over anything, in my opinion, okay? But then so I'm trying to show you both sides of the coin. There are some that are saying, yeah, it should be about like artistic value, which Barbie, I don't know. It should be about box office value, which Barbie probably very successful. I don't know numbers. I read it everywhere. That's the most successful movie of the last year. Not arguing it. But then showing that it doesn't get the Oscar nomination, doesn't that then maybe mean that the Oscars do value not only box office success, but actually artistic value as well? Or is it in sexism? No. So that's the question. Now, the question also is, like, why can we not stop talking about it, right? Like, why is Barbie's Oscar Buzz such a hot topic? Like, why does everybody care about it? Is it because we love drama more than we love, like, understanding, like, the complexities of media representation, for example? Or is it simply that in a world starved for meaningful discourse, even a debate about, like, Barbie movie feels like a chance to engage with bigger issues? Do we have to make everything about bigger issues? Plus, let's be honest, who doesn't love a chance to like use the word sexism in a sentence about like a film where the main character's biggest problem used to be finding the right pair of shoes? And to make that point, and then I wrap things up, to make that point, Hillary Clinton. Politicians jump on board, voice their opinion, saying they stand with Barbie, stand with Margot Robbie. And Margot Robbie is fantastic, by the way. Like, she's a great actress, not necessarily because of the Barbie movie, but just generally speaking, Margot Robbie is fantastic. So I'm not hating on her at all. And I think I haven't heard her saying anything, to be honest, but I also didn't do enough research on just what she said. But I haven't seen anything popping up. But Hillary Clinton and other politicians, I assume as well, but Hillary Clinton, the most prominent one, jumping on board, tweeting, Xing about it. I stand with Barbie, or whatever she said. I stand with Margot. No, I stand with Barbie is the hashtag, right? That just shows that this is not a serious discussion, that this is just like a trend, a chance to use sexism as like a tool to drive your own agenda. And that's unfortunately what it is. Okay, sexism in this case, again, agenda setting, we talked about it 1,000 times. It's a clear agenda by certain players in the game. In this case, now the last one, Hillary Clinton, but then of course also in the media industry, that want to run with that know the audience picks it up, the audience likes it, their audience likes it, their audience then shares it, goes with it, and then it just, more clicks, more views, and so on. I should just title this episode, Is Barbie Sexist? Or Barbie Sexism Exposed or something, and just to see how many people click on that. Because that's all it is. It's an agenda talking point that gets you clicks and views, attention. And unfortunately, that's all it has come to. And this, and now to finish things up and wrap things up, brings me back to my first talking point, right? Is it really about sexism? Is it really about feminism? Or is it just about those talking points and getting attention? Because that's the problem. Right now, people talking about it, making points that aren't actual, real, valid points in regards to sexism, take away from the importance of actually talking about equality. Because in this case, it's see, now I'm going from like it's an okay movie to like it's a shitty movie, because it's not a good movie. It's a fun entertainment comedy thing that's way too long and way too black and white with zero nuance in it. It's still fun to watch for 2 hours. 90 minutes would have been enough or whatever. But how can this be the battlefield of equality? And just making this now the battlefield of equality just takes away like all the merit that so many other actors, actresses, journalists, I know people, pundits are talking about it. They put so much work into it, put so much work into like trying to figure out how to get to an equal playing field. Just to see like the Barbie discussion, hijacking it just for some clicks and views and some cheap props, hops and claps. Yeah, that's it. What do you think? Do you think I'm exaggerating? Do you think, no, Barbie is the battlefield of equality and it should be, and Margot Robbie should get an Oscar or at least a nomination, and Greta Gerwig should be nominated for Best Director for the Barbie movie? Sorry, for the Barbie movie. Let me know. Shout out in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you agree. If you disagree, please do the same. Leave some reviews at FunkyPod on social media. FunkyPod@gmail.com. As always, stay safe. Take care. Go fight your battles. Until next time. Sadika.